Okay, so this morning we're heading to Sweetwater, Texas. For us, it's going to be, man, almost 450 miles or so down out there and back. We're going to go see the National WASP World War II Museum. The WASPs were the women Air Force service pilots that would fly the airplanes to the staging point for the pilots that were going to war after they were repaired or manufactured. It was a very important role that they played in transportation of airplanes by flying them, you know, to destination points, because we were short men pilots. So 28 women made up the first WASP unit to fulfill that role. A very important role for World War II.
Get up about 95 today, but right now it's absolutely fantastic riding, great roads. We got about almost 200 miles of road just like this ahead of us to get to Sweetwater, Texas, and to see the WASP Museum.
Breckenridge, Texas. All right, Breckenridge, Texas. Oil town, gas now too, you can smell it. Margaret had a great idea, she said, let's come back and get our bikes in front of the sign, so we did. Harbor Creek Lake. All right, so we're gassing up here in Albany. It's been a good ride so far. Still hasn't even hit 95 degrees, so just beautiful. Nice breeze out today. Okay, so here we are, the National WASP World War II Museum. That was a good ride, about 240 miles, I think, is what we clocked on the odometer there. So I'm pretty excited to go in and see all the exhibits. Out there is the airfield. So here's some of the photos of the WASP women. They usually have a old plane here that the women used to fly, but it's out, she said, flying. So unfortunately, we don't get to see that. Here's the WASP Congressional Gold Medal. Just a quick information about the Congressional Gold Medal. It's an award bestowed by the United States Congress. The Congressional Gold Medal and the Presidential Medal of Freedom are the highest civilian awards in the United States. It's awarded to persons who have performed an achievement that has an impact on American history and culture that is likely to be recognized as a major achievement in the recipient's field long after the achievement. This is really an interesting map here. It shows the places where women ferry pilots delivered planes. So you can see, like, there's the Avenger Field. Then there's Alameda, California, Long Beach Army Base, Great Falls Mountain, Montana, Newark, New Jersey. So they were all over the U.S. Now, it does not show the hundreds of training bases where women delivered planes that were used to train male pilots. And something really interesting there is at the bottom it says planes delivered to Great Falls, Montana were transferred to Soviet pilots, some of whom were women. That's Jacqueline Cochran, the founder and director of WASP. WASP trainees lived at Avenger Airfield in wooden barracks in rooms called bays, just like this. 6 to a bay. This is Fifi Nella. This is the flight instructor jacket from Marvin A. Krieger. There's some goggles. Get some of those for Margaret to use when she's riding her motorcycle. Here's some models of some of the planes they flew. Okay, this is really interesting. That piece of cloth there is a towing target, and it was used by WASP pilots. They would fly with it and tow it, and then male pilots would use it as target practice. Some of the WASP pilots were actually shot down by male pilots practicing their shooting skills. All the little dots on it are bullet holes from what the little history of it says. And here's a picture of a plane towing a target, so you can see that it'd be, I would think, kind of easy to shoot the plane down instead of the target if they didn't have a very skilled male pilot behind the guns. All right, everybody, so there you go. That was the WASP Museum, some highlights of it. Pretty cool place to come if you're in the Texas area, Sweetwater, Texas. Go ahead and make the trip. It's definitely worth the ride. Hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time.